Greetings and welcome back to Banished and the town of Harlech in the year 70 late winter. We are still here. Barely. We are in the middle of some emergency, and I do really mean emergency measures trying to stave off starvation. We have been as low as 1,000 food. I managed to keep us going because we were about spring of this year and we were plummeting. So I checked the fields, found a couple of places which had about 90% yield, and I told them just go ahead, harvest it now. Just do it now. Sorry, we were in summer. And so they started pulling in food, and then that tided us over until the actual harvest in autumn came around, and they started harvesting then. But oh my lord, since then we are... Well, we've got a couple of fields going, a couple of orchards. We've even got a fairly well-stocked chicken farm because I've split a couple of our pastures now. The nice thing with chickens is that they're producing food in the form of eggs anyway. They breed really quickly, so I split that and this pasture. This one's going to take a while to recover because there's such a small population there, but we should be okay. Now, the chickens are going to continue laying, but now they've got much more room to breed. We are also working on another pasture. We have these two orchards. I'm probably going to start work on more fields. I have been prioritizing these buildings as well, you can imagine, so they get built a little bit faster. We also have a huntsman's lodge up and running, but unfortunately not too much woodland around there for them to hunt in. We have 23 laborers though, so how about we help them out? I am building a forester's lodge, so eventually that would actually get done anyway. But let's go ahead and just help these guys get rid of all of this stone from here, and then we can have a look at where we're going. Now, have we got any food? Please, food. No! 3 trade ships came past with stuff like this, and it's like, I need food. Look at my food. We're about to die from not food. Why would you do this to us, traders? Don't you understand how much we'd be willing to pay for food right now? You're missing a trick right now. But one did come through, and I bought everything they had. Unfortunately, only one. So 1 out of 5 now. That's made it. We are down almost to 1,000 food. This is pretty bad, but at least we've got a couple of new fields being worked. Potatoes and wheat. These are not going to be producing for quite some time, unfortunately. And there is nothing we could do. Right now, if they brought chickens, I would just buy the chickens. I'd be happy to get the chickens to continue helping my herds of chickens or my flocks of chickens grow. But alas, no. We are going a little bit rough right now. There we are. Another 4 gatherers working in the gatherer's hut. Hopefully that will help a little bit, especially if we can get the forester working. I'm going to have the forester not cutting anything down for now. I just wanted to plant the forest. We've got a hunter killed by a wild boar. Damn it, hunter. Don't you know how much we needed that boar? Okay, let's check on the graveyard. 81 of 144 and 120 of 144. Perhaps they're starting to siphon them off. Maybe they're sending them up here. No, only 3. No. See, I'm telling you. Some sort of grave recycling program going on right now. Nomads really... How many? There can't be many. 36. Oh, my lord. Oh, I really don't want to turn you away. If I do, we are going... We might survive. If I accept you, they will die. Well, I say will, then that's highly subject to the whims and of fate, really. There's no absolute, but it's much more likely that we will die if I don't send them away. We're going to connect that up with the road there. I could connect it up with a tunnel, but a road will do, I think. Harlech, it's your call, Harlech. What do you want to do? We're in late spring. We've got a harvest right around the corner if we can get that far. Do we... I know what they're thinking. They're thinking, I'd rather die with a clear conscience than live on with guilt heaped upon me. And fine, okay, you can have a place to live. Bloody nomads! Why you prey on my good nature? You've received an award, immigrants. Okay, well, I guess that's a consolatory prize because we're about to lose the game because of that. But let's go and see what our award is. What do we get? Immigrants allow 200 nomads into a single town. There's actually more nomads living here now. Well, not if you include the children and the people in school, I guess. But still, they make up about half of the population, or did at some point. I mean, I guess many of them have lived here so long now, they're as much a part of the town as anyone else. Oh, dear, 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 dear. Things aren't going too bad in other ways. I mean, I guess, how well are you doing up here, Huntsman's Lodge? You've actually brought in a little bit of venison, well done. What about you, Gatherer's Hut? You know, you're bringing in things. Not great, but stuff is happening. These 2 extra fields, they're not going to bring in enough, but the amount of chickens that we've got growing now, well, chickens that we've got replacing all of the stocks, might actually be helping a little bit. This one is still a ways off being full, but we're going to have probably quite a few fields at 100% yield harvested shortly. That might tide us over. If we can get a trader or 2 come past with something that we actually want to buy, then we might be okay. I've also added a couple of new docks. In fact, on that score, I need to increase the amount of fishermen. My lord, I haven't increased that in a while. I built a fisherman there and a fisherman down there. I really should have been paying attention. Damn it, that has probably hurt us a little bit. But, okay. That may help a little bit coming into winter. We are coming on to midsummer probably at this point. And we're hovering around the 1,000 to 1,500 mark. It could be worse. I'm going to say it could be worse. Maybe. Possibly. Maybe it could certainly be better also. There's room up here for some more agricultural stuff. In fact, there may even be a bit of room there as well. Let's have a quick look. How could we fit in another farm here? Is that a possibility? We could fit one there. We couldn't fit one there. We could fit one across there, though. And I actually prefer the orientation of that one a little bit more. So we'll go with that. And we'll also go around you with a road. There we go. We want that to be very high priority. Please get that sorted. Right now. Actually, drop everything else you're doing. Get that done now. We've also got some room over here. We could have some more... Well, no, I'm going to keep that for houses. I really, really want to use that for houses. But we have got room all over the place where we could have a couple more farms, perhaps. No. No. That would ruin the aesthetics. We don't want to live in a town that has poor symmetry and poor aesthetics and poor zoning. No. Rather die. That's what I imagine they're saying. Whether it's true, I don't know. But, right, we have the storage barn. That's good because that's going to speed up the harvest around this area a little bit, which is desperately needed, as you can well imagine. We've got some houses there that should be going up soon, I hope. But everything hinges on whether or not we can get some trade coming in. We need food so utterly badly. Now, whilst I'm considering just how badly we need food, let's get some more farms going. We would like... Let's see, can we get 5x10? Yes, we can. There we go. And another 5x10, please. There we are. And we'll get the roads going around that place. And again, we'll prioritize these farms to be done, though we're going to miss out on these farms for this harvest. But, ooh, our food is actually starting to rise. How are we doing with the harvest at the moment? Oh, there we are. That actually happened really well. Right, I want cabbages there. It looks like we are actually bringing in the harvest. Please let this one be a bountiful one, because we desperately need it. Oh, Lord. An outbreak of dysentery? Nomads! Not only are you going to starve us, you're going to kill us with dysentery. And this is the thanks we get for letting you into our town. My goodness. On the plus side, we're doing okay for stone. And iron. And coal. Because everyone's too busy worrying about whether they're going to live to see the next winter to beat down the mines, really. They're just in their homes, complaining about being hungry and wanting to spend the last moments they have with their family. I can appreciate that. Alright, these are decent fields. Actually, are we seeing any... we probably are seeing some crops being harvested right now. We need another farmer. But quite a few of the crops are still being planted at the moment. We've got until autumn before we absolutely need to harvest. By autumn, they harvest if there's something there. Please? No? What? Oh! Gloriousness has come to our shores. Let's grab 2,000 of that. 2,000 cabbages. Thank you so much. Oh, actually, we haven't got that many wool coats. This is going to be a little bit rough. We'll sell all of that. In fact, we'll sell everything. Everything is going, and then we'll see how much we've got to play with. Really, is that all we've got? That is actually pretty rough. Okay, well, none of that. Well, we'll take 1,000 beans, 1,000 cabbages. We want to try and give them some sort of varied diet. I know they shouldn't really be complaining, regardless what they get. Just getting food at this point is an achievement. We'll also take some nuts as well. We'll take 314 chestnuts. Okay, there you go. Make the trade. That may have bought us another year. We are really hanging on by the skin of our teeth right now. How's things going down here? Are you actually harvesting these fields? I imagine these workmen actually have to travel quite a ways, so we can improve that a bit by prioritizing these houses. They actually do need to be prioritized. We need to get people over here working right now. We've got 20 builders of 30. Let's pump that all the way up to 30. We can easily afford to do so. And we have everything else maxed out right now. So that is the state of the town of Harlech. Pretty dire, in a nutshell. How are you doing up here, little herbalist? Are you doing alright? Well, you know what? You're not doing too bad, I guess. How about you? You're doing worse. Interesting. Well, actually, I'm looking at previous season, but... okay, who just died? Kevans, the student, has died of... Really? Someone died of starvation, but we got loads of food. How? What? You know what? That is terrible. What likely happened is the food is being grabbed by specific areas. So they had to travel really far to try and get to the nearest market that actually had a stock of food. Oh, I feel terrible. And there's someone up there. This is a new house. That's what it is. These people are moving into new houses that they don't have a stock of foods there yet, and they're having to travel very far to try and get it. We may actually see a couple of people die of starvation, even though we actually do have food right now. And there's nothing much we can do about that. That's really quite unfortunate, but oh well. Let's reduce our builders down to 20 for now. We've got a huge amount of laborers, and it is crazy. Let's have them doing a little bit more work, clearing out these areas of all of the stone. Then all of the iron that is just littering the floor. There we go. That should help a little bit. At least give people things to do. Take their mind off their terrible, crippling hunger. Feels like I'm playing Chrono Trigger. But I shall bring you back in a few minutes. I'm going to pause the recording here and get some more waiting done. Hopefully get some more farms designated and maybe even built. So when you return, we will see if my plan is having a positive or negative effect. So see you soon. As if we didn't have enough to deal with, we've got an outbreak of tuberculosis, and currently there are 10 people with it. It is a proper outbreak, probably one of the first ones we've had. There is no sufferers up in the top, that's good. You guys are all healthy, you should be very, very happy about this, but we have a remarkable amount of them who are not healthy elsewhere, and that has been sat there, not doing anything for a very long time. But a lot of people heading down here. 10 patients are all heading for the same doctor. At least it's fairly close for them. Though you're going the wrong way, you stupid person. No, did someone else... no, someone died of starvation. That's the third person who's died of starvation on the way to get food. There was a lot of food for a moment there. We just had a trader, and we've managed to purchase a significant amount of food, actually. So hopefully we'll be okay. But unfortunately... oh my lord, TB is spreading really fast, as I guess TB does. This Oh, my lord. 16 people. You're going the wrong way. Please don't spread this anymore. I'm starting to think I need a doctor in each hub. This is actually really bad. We have got a real outbreak on our hands right now. I'm laughing because I want to cry. Okay, let's get another farmer there. I think, yeah, we definitely need some more physicians, some more hospitals going. So let's get you set up down here, I think. Yeah, we'll get you set up there. Hopefully this will help with... I mean, it won't help right now, but it'll help with the spread in the future at the very least. We've got things going kind of okay up here. I need to create a small drop-off area for all of the items that will be dropped off. So we want it about there. There we go. And then we'll have this road come up around behind. Right, that isn't too terribly bad then. Unless the road went one too far. No, I don't believe it did. Okay, well, you probably just spread a load of stuff. The malady is spreading at an uncontrollable rate. We've got 24 sufferers of tuberculosis right now. This is the worst outbreak we've had in Harlech, in living memory at least. That hospital is almost at capacity. Though some people are being released, they're well, actually, they might be. Oh no, 29 patients are heading for this area now. This is actually really, really bad. I'm tempted to add another hospital. This may be a knee-jerk reaction, but I mean, given the populations of these areas anyway, I guess it does make sense. Let's find a good placement for it, though, if we can. This may be the best placement we've got. So they'll just have to live there. Or rather, that'll just have to be where it fits. But yes, we've got a lot of people dying here. This hospital is going to be full very soon. So a lot of people are going to start heading up to this hospital up there. That one's already got 20 patients in it. I don't think we're going to be able to control this. This is a factor of how unwell our citizens are at the moment, because we don't have decent food. Their diet is messed up. Oh my goodness, look at it over here. It's up to 64. We may not actually lose to starvation, but a virulent plague that is set upon us. Oh, unless it perhaps kills people faster than it can infect new hosts. I can only hope. I mean, that does sound horrible, but I've plagued Plague Inc. I know how this works. Oh my lord, that is terrible. I clearly needed more hospitals for a population this size. Okay, we're going to increase the speed for a little bit and actually just see how this goes. There's too many patients. I don't think we have room for the patients we have. In any... oh, this is really rough. I'm not sure how we can respond to this. I really don't know. The only thing I can try and do is prioritize these areas to get built a little bit faster, but it's up to 108 sufferers now. That's almost a quarter, 130. Yeah, I'd say we're around about a quarter of our population currently has tuberculosis. And I'm probably butchering that word, honestly. But, my goodness, look at the outbreak. It is a plague. I'm not sure we are going to recover from this one. We have got a new achievement. Let's check out what that achievement is. You've received a reward built from stone. Oh, really? I thought it was going to be something to do with all of the craziness going on. What's built from stone then? Tell us. Built from stone. Build a town with 100 stone houses. May as well be built from pestilence and disease and suffering right now, because I'm fairly certain that's more what's going on. But with all of these people ill, it's just going to keep climbing. I worry that this is it for us. We have not been able to stem the rise of this malady. Unless those who are being released from the hospitals are able to deal with it, or it just starts killing people a bit too fast. I suspect that we may actually survive if that happens. If enough people die from this malady, then we may be okay. It's dropping really fast now. It may have infected everyone it's going to infect, and now what's going to happen is that some people will survive it and some people will simply die from it. That has maybe fixed our food problem. I know that is a terrible way of thinking about it, but you know, we've got to look on the bright side. We've got to try and move on after this tragedy struck our lovely, quaint little town. We've got to try and find something positive in all of this. And the positive thing is now there's just less food that we need to share. It's down to 44. We're probably coming out the other side of this. It looks like Harlech is going to survive, though really I am genuinely surprised. Let's check out what we got down here. Cattle, sheep. No, we don't. Well, we kind of do want the cattle actually, but we're going to leave that for now. The next pasture is going to be sheep, I think. Let's just check the difference between a cattle ranch and a sheep farm. Right, what do we got? 640 mutton, 96 wool versus 840 beef, 22 leather. Actually, I think I'll go for the sheep. Sorry, go for the cattle. Someone was crushed by a rock. Oh, thank goodness, someone who died from a normal thing. Again, I know that's terrible to say, but it's kind of a relief. It looks like we are actually coming out the other side, but our population took a pounding from that. Let's go over to our area. I'm sorry for the choppiness. It does seem that the game is starting to suffer with such a large population. Let's have a look at graphs. Is there some way, like if we go to 2 years, can I rate it on something else? Population, there we go. Students short, no, that's not what we want. We want to know how many people died. Oh, it doesn't look like it stores that information. That's a shame. Overview, perhaps. The health is okay. Happiness is okay. Educated, 69% of our population is educated. 97% are clothed. The 3% that aren't clothed is not because there aren't clothes. There are. They just choose not to. And I champion their right to make that choice. 58 children currently, or 57 now. 477 citizens in total. 220 families, 142 homes. And our food is not so great. That was the result of having too many nomads. It utterly crushed our population there. And we've run out of coal. And I didn't even notice in everything that was going on. Okay, well, the miners will be helping with various other things for now. We're going to unpause this mine, and in fact, we're going to unpause this one as well. Let's get iron and coal on the go, because we are going to need it. That is a given. My goodness. Oh, really? A tornado as well? Why? Why would you do this to us? Can I not go to the tornado? Do I have to try and find the tornado, perhaps? Like last time? Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. That's not out in the middle of nowhere this time. That is actually right on our heads. And while I'm doing this, I'm just going to tell you what to be growing once the tornado has had its wicked way with us. It feels like nature is just lashing out for some sort of transgression. Have we grown too many, too fast? I think perhaps we have. Oh dear. Killed by tornadoes. Please stop eating my population and my houses. Please. No? Okay. I'm sorry. Let's get these to be rebuilt. I think that would probably be a good idea. Yeah. You actually ruined part of my town. Why? What did we do to deserve this? Okay, well, the Gatherer's Hut, we need some more people. only we don't now because... Oh, badness. Please don't go any further. No, not my herbalist. My herbalist has done nothing wrong. My herbalist lives with nature. No, go away. See, my herbalist... Oh, damn it. Someone was killed. Oh, it's a forester. See, I can believe that. What they were doing up there, I don't know. But you've just ruined... You've just cut a path of destruction through the landscape. What are you doing now? You killing my herbalist? My herbalist did nothing wrong. They did only good things. Wow. And now it's going for my agriculture as well. It's destroying my... It has actually leveled the building. I'm gonna have to build a new forester up here to replant all of these trees it's destroyed. That's the bad thing. That's the really bad thing right now, is I'm gonna have to build a new forester. Oh my lord. Okay, well, it has to be done, so let's get it done. I'll build 2 for now. Try and get everything replanted as quickly as we possibly can. Get another one there as well. My goodness. Harlech has been through the wars, really. There are 5 people without homes, despite the amount of boarding homes we've got. I'm fairly certain that we clearly have not paid the proper respects to the spirits of the forest and the lakes and the stones and our ancestors. Welsh gods are cruel gods. You must understand, they're old gods. So there's none of this, oh, we love you all. It's like, nah, not really. You're less than us. You're more or less here for us to play with. Well, not quite that. That's more Greek gods. But still, the Welsh gods can be quite cruel and mischievous when they want to be. And they do want to be probably more often than... Certainly more often than the Christian god, even though he's probably got a much bigger death toll, all things told, if you believe what the Bible says. Okay, we need to build... What do we need to build? We need to build... We need to build a boarding house up here. Let's get that going. We'll have a boarding house right there. Actually, how about we have a boarding house right... Oh, we can't, really? Damn it, just because of that one thing I've misplaced there. Perhaps I could have it over there? No. Can I have it there? Oh, I can. That's kind of cool. I think if I placed the boarding house there, I'd still have room for houses behind it. In fact, I'd have plenty of room for houses behind it. Give me a moment. Let me reposition that. We don't want that there, if I can tuck it in a little bit closer. Right, so we're going to have some houses going along here. So we want to bring this down to about there straight away. And get a boarding house on the go there. Okay then, well, Harlech has, let's face it, it's had a bit of a pounding. It's been beaten up, basically, by nature. I'm not sure what we did to deserve it. I'm sure we did do something. Probably just grew too fast, really. That is, we've grown without regard and respect for the natural wonders that we have crushed in our race to grow. In fact, I'm just going to let you buy what we need you to buy at this point. I was thinking that perhaps we would be okay, but at this point, I think we might not be. There are a lot of people who... without jobs. Well, you can wander around and just help out, because they'll do the task that I've given our labourers, which is to clear up the stone and the ore, which is just lying around everywhere. And I think we are going to wrap the episode up there. We have had a bit of a trying time, all things told. Harlech is definitely going through some growing pains, let's put it that way. But it's soldiering on, as Harlech is known to do. But that is going to be it for this episode. I do hope you've enjoyed. I hope you will be joining me in the next, where we will see if Harlech can continue to soldier on, or whether it will succumb to the grievous wounds it has been dealt by both nature and the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. But until then, and as always, to take care.